Hello amigos, Amiga here, and welcome to the playthrough of Sonic Forces. We'll try and get through as much as we can. I can't promise that we'll play through the whole game, but we'll probably stop about an hour and a half in, maybe 2 hours. We'll see how it goes, and then we'll just do another stream for the second half of the game. So, without further ado, let's go right into it. Hello Matthew, how's it going? So Sonic Forces was the latest 3D Sonic game to come out. Came out last year in November. I believe it was the 16th of November. And it got very mixed reviews. When you start, I'm also going to play some of the levels to see who can finish them the fastest. I'm good. Okay, cool. That's a good idea. Let me know how you do. Let me know your times and stuff. That'll be really fun. So, we've got a flower here on the screen, because that's what happens when you complete the game. But I'm gonna start a new game, and everything will be gone, including that flower. And I'm gonna put the game on hard, because that's for those who have played a Sonic game before, and I think I have played a Sonic game before. I think the only difference is it's to do with the way getting hit works, I think. It might say at the top. Choose difficulty level. Play the main game. No, there's not really much difference. Honestly, like, hard mode is pretty much how a normal Sonic game plays out. Normal mode just makes it a tiny bit easier, but not too much different.
Sonic, how I hate him. And all of that loathing has been focused into this invincible instrument of destruction. Every humiliation at the Hedgehog's hands will be returned 1,000-fold by my unstoppable creation. This is my dream come true. With this invention, I can expand the Eggman Empire across the globe and conquer the world!
I'm gonna try not to speak over the cutscenes too much, but sometimes I will. So, after that short cutscene of Eggman and a new foe, which surely can't be infinite, we're just jumping right into the stage. And the level design's very linear. And we got the Wisps back from Sonic Colors. They don't really explain why the Wisps are back, but the way I'm thinking is that because like loads of random stuff showing up, like at the moment you got the worm from Sonic Lost World, I think it's just one of those things where loads of stuff from old games are showing up, and yeah, the Wisps are one of those things. Now in terms of the way Sonic controls, he controls pretty much like he does in Colors and Generations, however it has been like kind of altered in a way. So for starters, you can't drift in anymore. The drifting is completely gone. He's got his double jump back from Sonic Colors, which wasn't in Sonic Generations, so I like that. His boost works completely differently in this game. So when you jump and boost in the older games, it like stop after a certain amount of time, but in this game, like, it will keep boosting as long as you've got the button held down. And it's ridiculous. You can fly over some of the stages in this game.
Is everyone okay?
We are, thanks to you. Cutting it kind of close though, pal.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I roll. Okay, let's finish.
Now, I assume Green Hill was connected to the city, because we kind of just ended up at a city randomly.
The power of my ultimate masterpiece!
Shadow, it's you? Zavok! Metal! Chaos!
I've got 114 on the first level. Nice. I went a bit slow at one of the 2D sections. My fastest time is about a minute. But I suppose you went faster than me this time around. So yeah, we got all these characters back from the old games. Chaos is from Sonic Adventure, Metal Sonic from Sonic CD, Zavok, I thought it was Zavok, but it's Zavok from Sonic Lost World, and Shadow from Sonic Adventure 2. And we got this new enemy. And thanks, Chaos, you didn't do anything. What happened to my buddy that helped me in the Mega Drive games? What happened to my buddy that helped me all this time in Sonic Adventure and Sonic Colors and Sonic Heroes? Not so much Sonic Colors, actually. While Sonic defeated... oh, I missed that. Despite the overwhelming odds, a ragtag resistance formed, banding together to continue the fight. So basically, Sonic's been captured, and the rest of the Sonic team try and save him.
Eggman's army is unstoppable. Without Sonic, the people are losing hope and
Team
getting into
Chaotix.
despair.
Despair is a luxury we don't have.
I still dream that Sonic is with us. Do you think he might be...
I'm an optimist, but I'm also a realist.
I love that line so much, it's so stupid.
Tails has just lost it. If we're going to win, we have to do it without them.
Silver's right. We've been hoping for a miracle these past 6 months, but I'm afraid we have to make our own miracle.
Eggman's army has everyone terrified. If we want the people to rally, we have to show them that strength doesn't just come from numbers.
I'm so happy that like Silver got like a bigger role in this game, because Silver's one of my favorite characters.
Yes, a survivor from the city, right?
I'm accessing the file now.
And here is where we're going to create a custom character. So technically, we're Amy at the moment, right? Because we're making the character. Well, actually, Amy doesn't make the character, but she looks up his files, so... I don't know. I'm gonna try and make it as close to the one from the trailers as possible. I can't actually remember what colour this was. I'm gonna assume it's like the normal Sonic type of colour. I'm pretty sure. Like, these are all the different eyes. Why would you want some of these eyes unless you're just trying to make a stupid character? Yep. Let's make the eyes like... I'd like that colour, so I'm just gonna do that. Well, actually no. Let's make it yellow. And then we're gonna make him... which red? This red looks nice. Oh, I forgot. You have to press... Let's try this one. Victory pose. I always really liked that. Like, this has always been my favourite one, so I'm just gonna do that. There we go. Yeah, I'm trying to make him similar to the one from the trailer, so... just so I don't spend ages trying to make something. And I kind of like the one from the trailer. I think it's a good design. And I didn't use a wolf my first playthrough.
Fences at Green Hill. And the resistance in the city is reporting that whatever it is that finished Sonic. Sorry, still not used to saying that. Whatever it is has got them running in fear. All except for this brave kid who survived the battle and made it here in one piece.
Yayo, yayo.
Newest recruit.
I quite like Knuckles in this
Doesn't
game.
look like much.
Neither do you, Charmy, but I still managed to find a use for your pointy butt. Here, kid, take this. We're depending on you.
Oh, an overpowered weapon.
Okay, let's get going, everybody. The world's not gonna save itself.
I quite like some of the dialogue they did for a lot of the characters. Not all of the characters, but I like some of the dialogue here. Like Knuckles and Silver, like hearing their dialogue makes me pretty happy. I like their dialogue. Okay, yeah, and this is our world map. So it's a bit of a mess if you use the analog stick. Because I have the DLC, I can play as Shadow and Supersonic, but that's only if I replay a stage. I personally prefer to use the D-pad because it just takes you straight to there, but you can move it like this. I can't access any of the other stuff yet.
I just received some incredible news. Sonic is alive.
Sonic's alive?
No way.
Really?
What? Oh, thank goodness! I knew it!
Who would have known?
He's captured in the orbiting prison. My spy there says he's in a solitary confinement cell, and they've been torturing him for months.
Okay, well, I'm not even going to touch the torturing line because everybody's been picking on that. But if you've got a spy there, then why don't you do something else with the spy?
Plans already
You've got a
happening.
spy in Eggman's
On the way
base.
to the spaceport in the chemical plant to borrow a shuttle. Come on, guys. Who's up for an old-school style jailbreak?
There we go. Let's do the rental avatar as well, so we can like add our own avatar that we want. So that one looks really cool. So no, I don't have much to choose from. Let's go for that. I might not even use it, but may as well. If you got the option to do it, may as well try it. So we're gonna try out the Wisp-On in this stage with the custom avatar. The custom avatar controls very similar to Sonic. Oh, I think the other avatar has a shield ability, so that's giving us a shield. That's pretty helpful. The flamethrower is really overpowered. A lot of the Wispons are really overpowered, to be honest. Now, like Generations and Colors and Lost World, you can find red rings. In those games, they unlock like in Generations, it unlocked like artwork and stuff, and in Colors and Lost World, it unlocks Supersonic. In this game, it unlocks jack and shit because you just don't get anything for all of the unlockables in this. Now, you can use wisps that correspond to the Wispon that you're using, because yes, the Wispon weapon is powered by a wisp, like the wisps from Sonic Colors, and that's how they implement them in this game. And honestly, I kind of like the idea of that. Like, I feel like that's a good idea. Right, I'm gonna try and see if I can do something off here. Oh, I didn't even press the button. I was trying to see if I can stop the timer, but I didn't even press the button to whatchamacallit, do the grappling hook. Now, because I'm the wolf, my special ability is I get to attract rings towards me, which is pretty helpful. Every animal character, avatar character, animal species thing, has their own ability. So like, I believe the bird can double jump, the cat like holds onto one ring. I can't remember all of them at the top of my head because they're like very, very minor, but they all have their own unique abilities, which, I mean, that's cool enough. They tried to make them different. I really appreciate the custom avatar in this game. I feel like it was a really, really good idea, and I feel like they executed it fairly well. Like, aside from like the stage design and the controls, I feel like everything is pretty tight. And unlike like other games, you can create your own stuff. You don't have stuff like catered towards a specific gender or specific species and stuff. Like, everything is just there for everyone, and I think that's really good. Okay, we got the a load of DLC coming our way. There we go. Avatar. So this is where you can like edit your avatar. I can't remember everything that the one in the trailer wears. I probably won't even have. I got these glasses. I remember him wearing them. I don't really remember anything else anymore. Shadow's gloves are kind of cool though, so I might just put Shadow's gloves on. Orange seems like the best fit. It's ridiculous. Yeah, let's go with that. And later on, we'll unlock more stuff there. So, oh yeah, classic Sonic. Great. I got 225 on this one. I got hit a few times. Fair enough. I can't remember what my time was. I wasn't really paying attention.
Whoa, chaos! Sonic, help me!
I hate what they did to Tails in this game. Tails used to stick up for himself like all the time, and he's turned into this. But yeah, we got classic Sonic back, and
You're alive! Wait, what? Oh, you're that Sonic from another dimension, aren't you?
but despite him saying that, it is the same one from Sonic Generations.
Do you know how
Basically, at the end of Sonic Mania, where that portal opened up with the Phantom Ruby, it sucked him from that game into this game. And yeah, so he's here now.
I mean, everything happens happens for a reason, right? We need to save the world, and maybe that's why you're here, to help save the world. Either way, it's still good to see you, Sonic. Heck, it's good to see any Sonic.
Notice he was also trying to fix Omega as well. Now, classic Sonic. This is like the part of the game that really brings the whole package down for me. I don't mind this stage too much, from what I remember. Control-wise, he has like the drop dash and stuff from Sonic Mania. He has the spin dash as well, but you can't just spam it with the square button. It would be in the PS3 version. The button that's on the left side of the right side of the controller, whatever that would be, the X button on the Xbox 360. You can't do that. You have to actually look down and then press it, which I don't mind too much. Like it made him more bearable because like his physics weren't exactly on par with classic Sonic. But thank you for that spring. But I don't mind them not having it because it was a bit overpowered spamming it. But at the same time, it helped make the stage a bit more bearable. Like it compensated for the bad physics, and in this game, like they made the physics for classic Sonic even worse. And I don't like how classic Sonic plays in this game. It feels really clunky, and I feel like I've gotten a bit used to him. But I personally don't like it. It's not like the worst thing in the world. But it's something that you will notice, and it's something that you probably will dislike. But there is plenty of worse like games to play, and it's nowhere near the worst. 158 here. Okay, I got 131. And yeah, that's classic Sonic's first stage. Now you probably notice that all the stages are kind of similar to other stages. So Green Hill Zone is basically Green Hill Zone. Well, the first level was Green Hill Zone. But it had a bit of like, you get random missions you complete and you unlock accessories for your avatar. But it had a mixture of like sand from like Desert Ruins Zone from Sonic Lost World. So it kind of changed a bit more to Sand Hill. And then the second one is based off Chemical Plant from Sonic 2, the spaceport level where you played as the avatar. And this one we just played is kind of similar to like Crisis City from Sonic 06. And now we get a bit of backstory for our custom character.
I can taste your terror, child. All that anxiety.
Let the fear flow through you.
It's delicious. Give in to your fear. Flee screaming. I'll let you live.
So I don't really like understand. You'll notice a lot through this game that Infinite will constantly get the upper hand and then just let you live. It makes a bit more sense there, but it's a bit iffy later on.
Rouge! It's about time. How's Sonic doing?
He's been better. They're getting ready to banish him into space.
What? You can't be serious.
Eggman.
It's no use.
Alive all this time. He's been waiting to show him his completed empire before banishing him.
Torturing Sonic just to pass the time. Oh, that's low.
Oh, I skipped it. Oh well.
Rescue plan and is moving forward with his plan ahead of schedule. The clock is ticking, boss. But we don't even know where he's being held captive. Yes, we do. Eggman rebuilt the Death Egg. That's where he's keeping Sonic.
The Death Egg? Oh man, that's not good. None of this is good, Vector. That's why it's called war. You all know what to do. Let's go get Sonic.
So, like, I really like how, despite the fact that it's pretty, like, trying to be a bit serious, it feels really cheesy, and I really like that. Like, that's part of why I actually don't mind the story in this game. I have issues with it, but I find it quite, like, amusing to watch. Change your body parts. Okay, I'm gonna do this mission because you get double, well, you get 1.2 times experience. So yeah, I'm gonna go for that mission right now. So let's change your body piece. So we're going to do that. Here. Let's go for that. There we go. So that will be, that should make it easier to get S ranks. And we're going to go to Prison Hall. What rental avatars do we have? Shadow the Hedgehog. Okay, I don't. That's the lightning whip, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, let's. So I'm hoping one of them has drill, but whatever. Nani? Hello, Donald, the shy pianist. How's it going? I absolutely love the music. I love the music in this game so much. Okay, let's see if I can get this ramp. Yes. There's a couple of ramps here. The drifting here is auto drifting, which was a bit iffy, but like it's okay. Oh well. Yeah, if you can get those ramps, then it increase. You'll get like a better time. So like right here, you skip all that underneath section, and you have to kill enemies to make it up to the top. So that makes it so you skip a lot of time. So yeah, I love this music so much. The music in this game for all the stages except Classic Sonic, and like the vocal themes for like Infinite and Fist Bump, it's so good. Like the music in this game, I really like it. I feel like they really went like all out with a lot of the music tracks in this game. They usually do. Sonic games always have really good music, and I love it. So yeah, we're in the Death Egg at the moment because we boarded that ship from Spaceport, and we're going to find Sonic.
We're on high alert now.
Ooh, Sonic might be close. Oh, I accidentally hit RB instead of LB. Or R instead of L, I should say, because I'm playing on the Switch. And there we go. Going alright, good to hear. Stage 4, 147 over 136. Favourite song from this game would be Fist Bump. Fist Bump is a very good choice. My favourite song from this game is probably the first Infinite boss theme. Because I really love Infinite's theme, but I really like the remix version from the boss battle, the first boss battle, which we'll get to a bit later on. Oh no, Sonic Forces! Oh no, I read that wrong. Oh no, Sonic Forces. Knuckles is reacting to Sonic Forces. How's it going, Emperix? So yeah, second Avatar stage. So the Avatar on this. Oh, we're going to the boss against Zavok next. So yeah, honestly, the Avatar I feel is like not too bad. It's just could control a bit better, and I feel like his levels should be a bit more open.
No, of course not. You hate fun. Whoa. Wow. The end, huh? Let's see you try.
That was quick.
I'm free.
Could have done so much with that.
Getting out of your chains does not make you free. Now, come and face the inevitable.
Like, such a missed opportunity. The first time Sonic's been in a position like that, except maybe on Prison Island, but it's not quite the same thing. He just breaks out like straight away. Now, we're gonna fight Zavok from Sonic Lost World. Probably like the most forgettable Sonic villain in existence. I don't like that. I don't like the Deadly Six. But I at least don't mind this boss battle. It's I mean, I personally have no trouble with it, but there is one section that I know a lot of people had a bit of issues with. I probably shouldn't have picked up all of those rings. Now, right here, just avoid all of them, and they basically kill themselves. Now, in here, he's gonna bounce down. Make sure you're away from his shadow, and don't jump when he hits the ground. That's the part that tricks people a lot. It didn't trick me, but oh, rings do respawn. Okay, that's nice. The homing attack always confuses me in this game because I feel like It's probably because the enemy's behind me, but it feels like I should be able to lock onto it, but I can't, and it doesn't. It's just a bit iffy. It's not like the biggest issue in the world because it's only really this stage, but it's noticeable because it happens a couple of times in this stage.
Making this easy, are you? No matter. Crushing will be all the more
Ouch.
satisfying.
As long as I have one ring, I'm okay. Oh, great. One thing they did change is originally they was gonna have it so you'd lose like all of your rings when you get Oh great. It didn't respawn rings that time. When you got hit you'd lose like all of your rings and but they changed that. I believe that was in the demo. So I've got to try and not pick up all the rings.
Wait to see how long you last against this.
Come out and fight me yourself,
Yeah,
and I'll
the homing attack worked the way I wanted it there.
Impudent runt. I'm going to save her while
I think
you
a
suffer.
part of it might be because it's like Sonic Lost World had when it was like controlled, like when it had areas like this, the homing attack went all over the place, and that's probably why I feel like it should be like that here. But obviously this game is more like linear focused in all the stages. There isn't really anything as open as this, so that's probably why they kept the homing attack like this. Something I do like is the enemy that we're fighting, like not Zavok, but the robot that he's riding. He's it's like a buzz bomber. It's not the ones from Sonic 1, but like the ones from Sonic 2, which I quite like. I know people have like complained as like they're reusing the Badniks all the time, but I honestly feel like that's not a problem. I feel like that's something they should be doing. I don't like having egg pawns or pointless Eggman enemies. Egg pawns aren't as bad, but like the ones from Sonic Unleashed and the ones from Sonic 06, or I'd rather have all these like animal-esque robots and not ones that just look like Eggman or boring robots, you know. I'd at least like maybe a mixture between egg pawns and Badniks like Sonic Colors did, really. There we go. And it doesn't even do one last phase, Sonic just beats the crap out of him, which I absolutely love. 2 minutes 30. You did a lot better than me.
That was a blast. Bring some
Starfish.
chili dogs next time.
Hopefully because of the daily, yeah. So you get like S rank so easily when you have the daily mission bonus on. And I believe there was another daily mission I had about doing a Sonic stage, so maybe we'll get another daily bonus done. Unless this counts as, this might not count as a stage, it might count as a boss. Yeah, it seems that way. Oh, something seems up with the way he disappeared there. And that's it for what's his face. I know, right? It's like these steadily 6 characters are just it's not memorable in the slightest. Eggate. I quite like this level. I can't do that, can I? This level, it feels it kind of feels like Final Rush in a way. Mostly like the bits where you're actually like outside the space station, because you do go in and out a bit. Which, honestly, I quite like this level. I thought when I saw the trailers, it seemed like one of the last levels in the game from the looks of things, but it isn't. But I mean, I guess that's kind of just what you're used to when it comes to Sonic. Like they usually go to space last. But there's quite a lot of pathways. Like the way like the area I was just at with the homing attacking Badniks, there was quite a lot of pathways you could take there, and it's quite nice that there is like a lot of pathways in some of the areas. Obviously, it's not like massively consistent, and it doesn't make as big of a difference as say something like the classic games, or Generations for that matter. But like they are there in some instances. And like this view here, like this is like really nice. I like this. And you run through a loop, and it's the shape of infinite, like the infinite symbol, because haha, infinite. So yeah, we're just okay. We're escaping now because we managed to break out of Eggman's base, and yeah. Oh, I don't have boost. Okay, I was pressing the button and it wasn't doing anything, but it's because I don't have anything.
So, what's my move? It's not like I can swim out into space. I know. I'll just grab a shuttle. The one I came in on must.
As long as you don't make sure Knuckles is riding that shuttle, like in Sonic Adventure 2. And here's something else they introduced to this: cinematic cutscene quick time event things. I haven't even finished Sonic Lost World. Oh wow. I mean, I don't really blame you. I don't even care about this. I'm just going to spam the button. I don't blame you. I finished it once, and I kind of liked some of the 3D sections of the levels, but for the most part, it's one of like my least favourite Sonic games, to be honest. Can't swim in space. How do you even breathe? Well, you see, Sonic can't breathe underwater, but he can breathe in space. That's how it works. That's how Sonic works, right? I mean, it could be worse. Like, Mario selectively breathes underwater. But I do personally like this game more than Sonic Lost World, which I like it a lot more than Sonic Lost World, actually. I don't even know how I feel about Sonic Lost World. I think I need to play the game again. I got it on Steam, I got it on sale, but I never played it. I only played the Wii U version.
It's been a while since I've seen a friendly face.
Hey, Rookie, you still in?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, sure. Don't even bother to ask how I am. Amy?
Hello, baby.
Is there an exit around here?
I do quite like seeing Sonic with the
Your
avatar,
concern is
and I feel like the banter between the characters does kind of work. I quite like it. I played the 3DS version and actually thought that felt better to play. Might pick it up at some point. Fair enough. I see, in some ways, like, I agree, but I feel like the stages are what makes the 3DS version worse. Because some of the later stages in the 3DS version are just
Our intel indicates Eggman's got a weapons factory in Green Hill, pumping out munitions for his war effort.
a factory? We can't take on Eggman's home base in the tropics because he's got a factory behind him.
No kidding. Look, Sonic, I know you just got back, but we're spread thin. You take care of this? We need that factory in Green Hill destroyed. Take the Rookie with
I like this line that Knuckles is gonna like pump out in a second.
Shaking like a leaf the whole time we were at the Death Egg.
That's because it's cold in space. The factory is nice and warm.
It will be when it's burnt to the ground. Sonic, you take the lead. Rookie, just make sure you take good notes.
I quite like that line.
I got 6 months of payback I'm just dying to spend. That sounds like a good start.
And yeah, we got our first tag team like stage. Let's just quickly check our avatar for a second. Let's use this. Show off the lightning whip, because it's pretty good in this level. Is there any good custom avatars here? I guess we'll take this, just in case. Here we go. So when I first saw this, it did kind of remind me of like Sonic Heroes in a way, and I did get really excited. But it's not like as good as I thought. But in a way, it did also feel a bit like some of the ideas felt a bit better, but some of the ideas, like most of it, wasn't as good as what I wanted it to be. It's hard to explain. So like Sonic Heroes, the other characters actually felt like they mattered. But in this, it feels like you can beat the whole stage with either of them, you know, because you can. But at the same time, I do also kind of like that, because like in the classic games, you can beat all the stages as each character. But the reason that also like it brings brought back down again is because in the classic games, playing as other characters grants you extra routes and different pathways, and yeah, I say that actually, it kind of does, but it's not like. You'll see what I mean. If you played this game, you know what I mean just right now. But like, this is their idea of a new route, something that completely breaks the stage. Like, I'm not even doing anything. I'm literally just pressing the light speed dash button. Okay, I was pressing the boost and it wasn't doing anything. Maybe because of the scripted events.
That was a cakewalk.
And we're at the end of the stage already. That's another problem I have with this game. Arsenal Pyramid. At least it's not Tottenham Pyramids. So yeah, the stages are really short. In case you haven't played this game before, and that is like my number one complaint. Like, I feel like if the stages were longer, I'd feel more satisfied playing the game. But they're so short. A lot of the time when I first played this game, I'd get to the end of a stage and I'd be like, oh, it's over. There's not more. I love stage 7, it's my favourite. Best song. The music is really good in this game. I really love the music in this game. I personally don't really like stage 7 that much, but if you like it, that's fair enough.
Guys, it's him! I'm looking forward to a second round with this guy.
And now all of a sudden we're in Luminous Forest. It's like, I feel like I'm kind of full of complaints. I do really like I do like this game, but another issue I have is that the stages don't feel connected. Like, I'm gonna take Sonic Adventure and Adventure 2 for example. Everything you did felt connected to each other. Like, for instance, in Sonic Adventure, you'd go over to where the Master Emerald is, you'd go over to Red Mountain, you'd go through the outside of Red Mountain, and that take you inside the caves, and then you get to the outside, and then Tails' plane's there. You jump onto Tails' plane, you play a mission where you're on the tornado, and then that takes you to the egg carrier, and inside the egg carrier you find a mission where you're in the sky deck. Like, everything links, but it feels all disconnected. Like, occasionally it feels connected, but there's instances like this where it doesn't feel connected. And I suppose it could be worse. Like, it could be Sonic Lost World, where just everything in the cutscenes just does not feel like it's in the same game as the gameplay. But it's still an issue, you know. I'm having so much fun playing that, and it's all over already.
I guess all the explosions riled it up. It looks like we'll get past without a fight. You're so gonna regret that. Hedgehogs don't make good snacks.
I feel like, and I also feel like if they when they get to the next Sonic game, I feel like they should get rid of these quick time events. It makes replaying the stages a bit annoying. When I replay the stage, I usually once I get to the snake, I press start and quit, because I don't want to sit through all that. Snake! There's a snake in my boot. Well, there's a Sonic in my snake. I didn't get an S rank there. I feel like that should have been an S rank. Am I wrong? Like, why wasn't that an S rank? You didn't get an S rank because you complained about the game too much. That's probably what it was. I do find the stages really fun. Like, they are very linear, but I feel like for linear stages, they are really they're not bad. It just feels like they need to be a bit longer. Obviously, it would be nicer to have more pathways and stuff like Generations, but it's not like I wouldn't call it terrible. Now this is one of my favorite. This is my favorite boss, and this is my favorite cutscene in the game. I love this cutscene.
I'm always happy to crush a hero. It keeps the rabble in line. Shows them that there is no hope.
Does anyone but you believe your lies?
I have a picture of Silver saying that saved on my computer for whenever somebody like in a chat or on a Facebook page says something that I don't believe. I really like how they gave Silver a bit of spotlight here. And now we're gonna hear one of the best songs in the game.
Look who's back in the day. The little blue savior. But what's that I smell? You reek of fear. Glad to see I left an impression.
That's not fear. I ran all the way over here. And you haven't left an impression. I don't know anything about you, not even your name.
You may call me Infinite. In the brief moments that remain here.
Oh, great. See, Infinite? Now we're getting to know each other. So, what's your favorite color? Do you like long, romantic walks on the beach? What's the source of your power? You can skip the first 2 questions if you like.
The source of my power is none of your concern.
Sorry, but you've just got to share the secret of your power with me. I insist.
You're insisting.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa!
Sonic, you okay?
I'd like to think that that's basically what Knuckles did to Ray in Sonic Mania Adventures, except it wasn't as funny here. But I still love that cutscene. I love the dialogue. I love the way it's like it connects to the last level, which is nice. And I like the way that all the like the camera angles and stuff. I just think it just looks like it's a pretty good cutscene. It's something that I would expect to see in something like Sonic Adventure 2. So I quite like it. And I love this boss music. This is the boss track that I was talking about. This is my favorite song in the game. And I absolutely love this boss. It's not like the hardest thing in the world.
Let's see how many seconds.
But I missed the
Payback time at last.
wisps. But I mean, like, it's also what, the second boss in the game? Whoa! I didn't mean to do that. Going too fast. Oh, okay. I tried homing attacking them, but I must have hit the Phantom Ruby particle effect first. I actually usually beat this stage by now. This is like my fastest time is like 1 minute 10 or something. I don't even really need to do much now. Once I get to the end, like it's scripted. You have to hit him in this section here, which is a bit, but that's fine.
Your abilities exceed your
Oh, I love that episode. Yeah, this is like
I can grow.
probably the
I
best
get more
episode.
powerful every second.
I will teach you to hold that tongue next time. You can count on it.
But something that like worked better in like SA2 than it does here is like in Sonic Adventure 2, like when Sonic fights Shadow on Prison Island in Green Forest / Lost Jungle. You like, because you can play both stories and also with the ending cutscene, it isn't implied which one wins. They both it seems like a stalemate, but here it's quite obvious that Infinite has lost, and it doesn't have the same type of like level that Shadow had.
Well, you've improved since the last time, but you will still lose.
It makes him come across as not as threatening, and they should have. I feel like they could have made his character a lot better.
I predict you're not even worth the effort to finish off.
And like stuff like this, he just flies off.
I gotta figure out the secret of his power.
Yeah, that was the Infinite boss fight. Probably my favorite boss fight in the game. Oh, great, Green Hill.
Hey, Sonic. Well, I mean this world, Sonic. And Eggman's monster got him. But you're here now. It's like the world needs a Sonic. Any Sonic to keep things in balance. If we defeat Eggman, this war will be over. If we can figure out the secret to his power, maybe we can get you home. Hey, the sensor is picking up Eggman. Let's hurry.
And there we go, we're entering Green Hill, Green Hill. Great name. So it is kind of funny how, like, of all the places that Classic Sonic could have turned up to with the Phantom Ruby portal, he ends up turning up here. Like, imagine if you played Sonic Mania and then you go to the Phantom Ruby portal and then all of a sudden he just appears randomly somewhere in Sonic Heroes or something. Like, I would kind of like to know how the properties of the Phantom Ruby works. I feel like I might have said Master Emerald by accident, but I meant to say Phantom Ruby in case I did. Ooh. So yeah, we're back to Green Hill Zone again, because something this game likes to do is it likes you to visit the same stages but as other characters. I guess kind of following back to what like Sonic Adventure did with that with like the other characters in that game. It's like Adventure 2 in a way. But those games also felt like they had a bit more variety in the stages. It's not something that I personally like. Don't like though. I'm not. It's not really a big deal to me that they're all going through like similar stages, especially because some of them do feel pretty different anyway. And I don't mind them reusing stages, to be honest. I do find it a bit funny, and I will pull Sega's leg for it, but it's not really a massive deal for me. And that's that. Classic Green Hill. Unlocking loads of gear, which I'm not going to touch. Maybe I'll get one if I find like something that would suit the custom avatar. Bear in mind I'm using the one similar to the trailer, so I believe he had some like sort of belt or something, but aside from that I haven't really got anything in mind. We've got an SOS. Basically they have like 3 different types of SOS missions where you can do something like different with the stage, like play as a different avatar or find an animal capsule on a stage. It adds like some sort of replay value, but you don't get anything for it, except maybe like some avatar pieces, I think, but that's only if you have to complete a certain amount of them. There are lots of ways to unlock avatar pieces, which I feel like it's good. Like, I feel like they did pretty well with the avatar in this game.
It's a Ruby prototype, and Sonic is alive?
What is it?
Nothing. We move forward with the plan.
Of course! When it's complete, the resistance will be erased.
So why are they talking here?
From which a glorious
This is like the most random spot in the world, and they decided to have a picnic here.
Yield to the Phantom Ruby's power. All Soviets.
What? You? I don't have time for this.
Classic Sonic kind of changed a bit from Generations. In Generations, he like just runs straight out and just attack Eggman. In this, he waited a little bit, I guess maybe because of Tails. But
Such power exceeds even my expectations. My own genius scares me sometimes.
yeah, this boss was in the demo for the game.
In my book.
Oh,
To surpass expectations is the ultimate achievement.
but he's got a trick up his sleeve. Meet the Egg Dragoon for the 3rd time. Basically, with this, you dodge like the stuff it launches at you, and then when he launches these round rocks, you basically hit them back at him. I was trying to spin dash, but that didn't really work apparently. So that's part of why I wanted to have the spin dash on an extra button, because of stuff like that. And it's not a problem I just have with this game. I have the same problem with like classic Sonic as well, with Mania. Like, because like you're moving and you try and press down, like sometimes it's a bit iffy. It's not a big issue, but it just happens sometimes. And, or maybe I'm not good at it. Oh, taking quite a few hits there. Maybe we'll be able to. There we go.
It would be a challenge to crush you here, anyway. I'll round up the entire resistance sooner or later. Just you wait.
So yeah, well, that boss wasn't as bad as I remembered it to be honest. Glad I got another S rank. I got to try and get like a lot of my stuff back because I started up a new game. I didn't have 100% on that though. I got 100% on the PS4, aside from maybe a couple of trophies, but on this, I had like most of the Avatar gear. I didn't collect like the little items and stuff in the stages.
Look at you fighting like you've got a chance to win. It's adorable. Almost makes me feel bad that we're never going to do this little dance again. In just 3 short days, my plan will eliminate the bothersome lot.
It's always 3 days.
And what plan?
If I told you, it wouldn't be a surprise. You know what they
The more
say?
the merrier?
Anticipation of
You know what they say. The more the merrier. You know what they say. The more the merrier. Oh yes, we've got another Avatar stage.
Batman's army has broken through.
I might want to change my item, my weapon though.
People out of here.
Who can we send? Sonic and Silver need time to heal.
You could send the rookie.
Enemy forces at Seaside Hill. We can't spare.
Why can't we play Seaside Hill? I love Seaside Hill.
This is the 8th unit. We're pinned down under heavy enemy fire.
Man, looks like I've got no choice. Okay, rookie, I've got a tough one for you. I need you to head back to the city and save those civilians.
What is Knuckles doing right now? Like, why can't Knuckles help? Alrighty. Let's go back to the flamethrower. I can't remember when you get the Drill Wisp. The drill is like my favourite one. If anyone can remember when you get the Drill Wisp, then that'll be helpful. I only one I really remember is that you get like the Hover Wisp at like the last Avatar stage.
I need a status update on the people who couldn't evacuate in time.
I love the music in the stage.
We're engaging enemy forces. Can't search for civilians right now.
The fighting is too fierce for us to help out as well.
Sounds like you're our only hope, rookie. Rescue is in your hands.
I really like the cinematic in this level, and this is actually one of my favourite levels in the game. I was very like hyped when I first saw this level and like the trailers and stuff. Now if you destroy all of these, you get these, and then you can jump up to these. Which I quite like. The Wisp power-ups are really good. Every like item has their own different one. Every Wispin, I should say. They do kind of break the stages a bit, to be honest. And I feel like they should still implement something like this when they do. Like if they have the Avatar back, but like maybe just try and make it a little bit less broken, you know.
Safe way out.
How far did I go? Okay. That was like nearly that whole 2D section. And then if we just jump here, actually, we can skip that hook entirely. Now there's quite a few pathways here. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna go to. Is it here? Yes, it's here. I like this path. It takes you back up to the top. But there is more of like an underground pathway there, and obviously you can enter the top bit from the top bit that was there a second ago.
Well done, everyone.
And that's the end of the stage. And yeah, of course, that was like the same like city type level that Classic Sonic was in earlier, the third stage of the game. So we've got the Avatar heading through here, and in about 3 stages time, Sonic would be heading through there. And with Sonic, it would actually be like the exact same like level, except it doesn't have like the last 30 seconds of this level. Which I don't really mind them going through the same level and stuff, because like I don't mind it, but I do mind at the same time. I feel like they need to handle it differently. I feel like for a 3D Sonic game, they should have it similar to like how Sonic 3 and Knuckles handles that. The closest thing we've had is like Sonic Heroes. In that they all go through like the same stages or something similar, but don't make it so it's all mandatory. And Casino Forest next. This is probably my least favourite stage in the game.
I think I used up all my wishes for the rest of my life, but it's worth it. Come on.
Tails found a magic genie apparently.
Eggman's plan, whatever his plan is. Eggman said something about Sonic being in Mystic Jungle.
Okay. So we're gonna go through Mystic Jungle. I believe this was like one of the first classic Sonic stages shown off. It mixes like the casino aspect from like Sonic 2 and stuff, and it also had some Silent Forest from Sonic Lost World, which honestly I feel like it's kind of like a unique mixture. It's just the execution I don't like, but like the concept of the level I don't mind. Come on. Please, thank you. The physics are absolutely awful. So I wouldn't mind them having like a stage like this, like a theme like this in a future Sonic game. Just make it so it's a bit better designed, you know? And for those of you that don't recognise it for some reason, this is also the stage we was at with Modern Sonic when we were trying to find Infinite. So it does try and connect its world a bit with by doing like, you know, having the same stages, which I appreciate that. It's just the way they get to them just doesn't feel as connected. Like, the last I remember, Classic was in Green Hill, and now all of a sudden he's here. It's like Green Hill was connected to like everything, maybe? And I know it kind of shows it on the map, but I feel like because they have those cutscenes, not cutscenes, like the Metal Gear Solid like dialogue cutscene things, it doesn't have like any, like they should have them talking in a scenery. Just so you can see, like you could have like stuff transitioning while they're talking, and it feel like everything's a bit more connected. I feel like that would have helped make the story feel a bit more connected in a way. That mask. A lot of the items, like the Avatar equipment, is just great. It's so random, but it's like, you know, why not? Okra Road next.
The system is picking up
I've got another
strange readings.
stage in the Mystic Jungle.
The one where Sonic fought Infinite.
It's probably another of Eggman's robots.
Life readings. 2 of them. Definitely not robots.
Hey, Rookie, go to the lab and check it out.
Okay, here we go. Shame you can't dress up the hedgehogs. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Like just being able to customize like everyone. That'd be a really good idea actually. Why don't you work at Sega?
What are they?
They're enemies.
I love the music in this stage. Like this is one of my favorite Avatar tracks. The sad thing is though, I don't really like this stage. I don't know if I should press anything. I kind of feel like putting the controller down. I feel like I'd do better, but then I feel like I was about to fall off the edge there. It's you go all over the place. I can't control it very well. That's better. This section isn't as bad as the section is at the end. That's the worst. I can just jump over everything with this. Oh, okay, I was trying to get that ring, but whatever.
Well, look at you, Rookie. Having fun in the water?
Yeah, this is a quite like a cool concept, like for a stage. Like it's technically the same stage, but it feels like quite different in all honesty. Like you can tell from the background it's the same area, but it still feels kind of like a different stage. Ugh. It's very weird pop. Maybe that's why I like it. What's everybody else's opinion on like the music in this game? Like, if you want to break it up into characters, then like that's understandable. Because like in my opinion, I don't like classic Sonic's music at all. But I really like the other characters' like music. I can't control this. This kind of feels like a Sonic Riders like area as well. Partly because the control in Sonic Riders is basically just as bad. Well, at least the stage lasting more than 2 minutes. That's new. Oh, can I get this? There we go.
Well, look at you, Rookie. Having fun.
No, I'm not Knuckles. I do quite like that line from Amy. Use a Mario Kart shortcut. Okay, well I don't have Mario Kart for the Switch, but my joke would be let's take out Sonic Forces and play Mario Kart. Maybe I'll get it this time. You don't keep the red rings. Okay, I'm gonna not touch the controller and see what happens. At least I get to hear Amy say that over and over again. It's alright, I suppose. Probably gonna forget about it. Oh, am I gonna make it? I didn't touch the controller and I made it. Oh my god, this game. Yeah, oh no. You don't want Mario Kart for Switch. Why don't I want Mario Kart for Switch? I mean, to be honest, I don't. I'm waiting on Sonic Team Racing, or Team Sonic Racing, whatever it's called. And I've already got Mario Kart on the Wii U. I'm not too interested in getting it on Switch. Whenever I want to play it, I like playing it with people in the same room, and I have friends that have the game, so I just go to their house and play it, you know? Oh, and we got to rank up as the wolf, that's great. I could personally remember like a lot of the tracks in this game without listening to them. Mario Kart 8 is horrible. Yeah, I mean, I personally wouldn't go as far as to say it's horrible, but I like the Sonic Racing games more. My favourite Mario Kart is Double Dash, though.
I was so worried. I thought you were...
You worry too much. Look, I'm perfectly fine. It's been generations since I've seen you.
Hey, that's a good joke. Let's not laugh.
Good news
I actually do like that line.
Eggman said he had some plan that will destroy us all in 3 days.
3 days, huh? Well, a lot can happen in that time.
Yeah, they could create Sonic Forces in 3 days. That's how long it took them to make this game, right? That's the correct Mario Kart, yes. Double Dash is the correct Mario Kart. Oh, Sunset Heights, I like this one.
Eggman said when the plan is completed, we'll all be wiped out.
I don't like the sound of that. Normally I just laugh at an Eggman plan. He's already conquered most of the world, so... What's this plan of his?
Hey, I hate to butt in on your important meeting, but we're under attack. Shadow is tearing through our troops. We need reinforcements.
Shadow. The last time I saw him, he was fighting for Eggman.
Doesn't make sense. Why would Shadow help the enemy?
Perhaps he's being controlled by that strange power.
Whatever it is, I'll figure it out.
The more I play this game, the more I remember stuff I don't like about it. It's the next cutscene I'm gonna watch, and I just remembered I don't like the next cutscene at all. Something I was gonna say is, so Tails did not have any he didn't have communications with the rest of the Sonic Forces, which, I guess maybe because of like Sonic and him leaving or being kidnapped. But okay, so fair enough. But why did Sonic not question it at all? Like, when he came back, why did he not say anything to the other characters? Like, it's his best friend. Did he not care about him? So that's what I meant about the homing attack, not the boost being broken. I kind of messed up on that section, right?
Now it's inside it. Apparently he's traveling above the city at high speed.
I do quite like this stage. I'm messing up quite a bit though. That doesn't really matter. It just makes the stage longer. And you know, anything to make the stage longer. So it's basically the same as the Avatar stage, except it ends right here. Yep. Shadow. I am hoping that they put Cream in Team Sonic Racing though. I was really disappointed that they had the Chow. They could have had the Chow if they had Cream anyway. So that's that and adding Silver is my big wish for Team Sonic Racing. And if they don't do either of those things, I'll be really disappointed, because I'm already disappointed that they don't have the other Sega franchises in it. Maybe DLC. I don't know. It feels like a massive step backwards to take out all that Sega stuff.
All right, Shadow, what's the deal?
I love this music.
Chaos control!
Another Shadow?
This guy is faster than Shadow.
He just disappeared.
That was a fake.
I found you, Faker.
How?
So why didn't they make that Faker joke from SA2 here? And that was it. No boss battle. We don't fight Shadow.
Can create virtual reality projections. They have mass and form.
They could have had it like Sonic Adventure 2, where you switch to other characters
Virtual
Shadow
reality?
and stuff.
So
We could have played a Shadow there and had a Shadow boss fight where you fight Shadow. Why not? You know?
Problem is, they may not be real.
They don't have to. You play as Shadow in this game anyway. They wouldn't have to make another character model for that.
Create unlimited numbers of them.
So, fight after fight, he can just keep cranking out counterfeits?
Exactly. As it stands, there's no way we can win this.
I must applaud
Of course we can win
the voice
this. We
actor for
always
Shadow
do. We
in
just
this game.
haven't figured that part out yet.
Did really well in this game. I need to have a drink. Yeah, Sonic Generations and
Listen up.
what else was Shadow in? It was in Sonic Boom
Are undermanned at his headquarters in Metropolis.
for his new voice actor. But like I remember Sonic Generations, I didn't like Shadow's voice. Oh, Sonic Free Riders as well.
This could be our only
But
chance to take the city.
like this game, I feel like his voice it's like really good in this game.
That's why we're focusing
Hi,
on full
Canal,
focus
Philip,
on
and Gabriel. How's it going?
I'm calling it Operation Big Wave.
Operation Big Wave. You know what that is, guys. All the Sonic characters are going to stand there and wave their hands at Eggman.
A well-thought-out strategy.
I thought up this strategy in about a minute and a half. We're going in hard and fast. We're not gonna stop till Eggman's army is.
And this is why people think Knuckles is an idiot. He thought of a plan in a minute and a half.
The rest of us can do this. We've got the strength and the spirit to win. There's no finer group that I'd want to fight with.
Ha! Great speech! Let's give Eggman an old-fashioned beatdown.
We have more in sheer numbers, so the idea of a quick, focused attack isn't bad. We also have Sonic. I mean the other Sonic. So I have no doubt we can do this. Also, if we can destroy the Phantom Ruby, we should be able to send the other Sonic home.
Okay, let's head straight for Eggman's HQ. Time to save the world, people!
There you go. I quite like this stage as well, actually. This is probably my favourite Avatar stage, actually. We still don't have... I don't really like them weapons. I want the drill. Lightning. Sure. Oh, what's our rental? Let's get this, so I can use the hover. Assuming I remember the switch. Yeah, with the SOS characters, you can like switch between that avatar and your one, which I think that's a pretty good concept. Like, if they bring the avatar back, they should keep that as well. Especially because like they have weapons that I didn't mean to do that. I'm used to having the drill, so I drill my way over that edge.
Alright, time for Operation Big Wave. We'll surge forward and sweep the enemy away.
Absurd! What can that rabble do with an all-out attack?
Okay, let's swap. There we go. Have this. Basically, you can hover with it if you get a wisp, and if you shoot, it acts kind of like a shotgun. It's one of my favourite weapons in the game. Probably my second favourite weapon in the... well, wisp one, sorry, in the game. My favourite being the drill, as I keep mentioning. Now, I quite like the music in this stage, and I love the background scenery on the stage. Like, all these infinites. It's honestly, I just find it so cool. This stage is like so trippy, and you're being like launched like up and down and all around because of the Phantom Ruby effects. Actually, something that I like to do. Let's go here a sec. I'll stand still. Yeah, you're invincible while you do that. It's kind of weird. Something else that I'm kind of used to is that there's an ability that lets you move as soon as you touch the floor after jumping or something, and it makes you go like really quickly. So sometimes I expect to like react to that. I'm gonna take the left pathway because I usually take the right, and I obviously can't go forward because that just leads to spikes. But yeah, look at all this like destruction that they're putting on the stages, and it's like, oh, I missed the red ring, and like they look at them, they're just like, what even is it supposed? Like, I know it's supposed to be infinite, but like, aside from that, like, what is it? Like, why? I love it. It's so random, but it's so cool. Oh. And that's the end of that stage. I really enjoyed that stage. That's one of my favourite stages in the game. It's Metropolis, capital city, and it kind of gives me like, it kind of reminds me of Metropolis from Sonic Heroes, but like obviously the whole stage is white instead of like blue. which I quite like. I mean, I guess it kind of adds like a different effect to the stage in a way. Unlocking a lot of stuff here. Is there another avatar mission we can do? Not avatar mission, like a daily bonus mission. Because that would be nice to help boost our rank up and get more experience. I'll check that in a second. Oh, we got this boss fight. This one, I remember this one being really easy. Our missions. And daily. Clear a Sonic stage. Oh, it begins in like 3 hours. Okay, I forgot this game did that. Okay. So, let's check the Wispons. I think I might just want to keep that. What, I don't want that, I want this. Okay, what have we got here? Void, Hover Cube, Lightning Burst. Oh, yes! I'll take that. And let's start. So we're going to be fighting Infinite again, but this time as the Avatar. Not as good as the first boss battle. Not like an Amazing Boss battle in general, to be honest. It's pretty but I don't mind this cutscene.
And as if to answer, the world sends me a trembling child. I'm going to fight and die here, or run away in fear again.
Hey, don't be scared. This is your moment to shine. Keep going. Don't let your fear own you.
I don't remember Sonic saying any of those lines, but okay.
I will teach you fear, then pain, and then, well, at least the fear and pain will end.
I quite like that line from Infinite. But like literally, like it kind of feels like there might have been some cut content with the cutscenes as well as the stages, because like Sonic never says that, and like they've only just met each other in this game. Right, can I? Or do I have to wait? I can't remember. Oh. I don't want to do it that way. Oh, I actually did hurt him. I didn't even notice that I hurt him. Yeah, that hurts him, okay. I remember now. I love this music so much.
It seems behind that fear is a spark of desire. And those eyes, I feel like we've met before.
I knew there was someone that did this in like 5 seconds or something. They probably had a Broman behind the scenes. Yes, they had a Broman. Oh, my friends kind of have like an inside joke with that actually. One of them in the chat right now, where if you say something at the exact same time, we consider that a Broman. So yeah, in my canon, that also happened. I don't know what they'd say at the same time. We got the drill. Yes. Okay, we'll stick with that. Unless maybe I have a stage that I prefer to use something else on, but I'll probably stick with the drill. Those shoes are pretty cool. Those bumper shoes. I might actually have a look at the shoes, see if I can get something better for the Avatar. I have a feeling he's gonna like get a bit battle damaged after this cutscene. He should have broken his glasses by now, I mean.
You survived then.
How do they stay on his face? He has no ears.
This will be goodbye. What? How is this possible? It can't be. How did you? No matter. They have only 2 days left. Let them contemplate the inevitable.
And this party's gonna leave.
This once.
Yep. Like something more should have happened there. It didn't. This entire game in a nutshell, really. No, I don't want to do that. Well, I do, but I don't. Let's do the drill. Drill! What? Chemical plant. Chemical plant, chemical plant.
With Operation Big Wave. Then everything fizzled out when that Phantom Ruby kicked in.
That fake shadow was created using the Phantom Ruby's power, right? Even if it's a virtual reality projection, it's as strong as the real shadow.
Rouge, have you found the intel I was looking for?
No, not yet. But I have reports that Eggman's database is located at the chemical plant. If we can check that out, we might find something there.
That sounds like a promising lead. We have to figure out the secret behind Infinite's power and virtual reality. Tails, can you handle this?
Got it. I'll take Sonic, I mean the other Sonic, with me and head to the chemical plant.
Here we go. Another thing that kind of crossed my mind actually is, like, they should have at least had Tails follow you in the stages. Kind of just like how it does in the older games. Because Tails is with us. So, like, why not?
There's a lot of ground to cover, so just finding it will be a chore.
Ouch. I do remember having one unique, like, stage. Not stage. Pathway in this level. Which I found pretty cool. I mean, I could try and get to it, but I don't know if I will. Because I don't really remember how to do it. There we go. I felt like I barely touched that spring, but whatever. Because that's too good of an idea for Sonic 2. I mean, like... Oh, they do good sometimes. Like, they did really well with, like, Sonic Unleashed. I mean, like, obviously you had the Werehog that brought it down a bit, but aside from that, like, Unleashed was, like, really, really solid. And so I use that one as an example because it's, like, classed as, like, a modern game. You know? Because I mean, I could go and say like something like Sonic Heroes or something, but like that was that's considered like Dreamcast era, I guess. And I don't even know who's still in like the development team and stuff. I assume a lot of the people who have worked on Unleashed are still around, maybe. I mean, I feel like Sega could do good, like really good. They just mess up quite a bit. Hey, the drowning music. It is really weird having a shield that looks like a bubble, but it's a normal shield. Like, I don't understand. And you don't even have elemental shields in this game, to be honest. Like, well, you have the electric shield, but it's like for the avatar's custom weapon, Wispin thing. It kind of fell apart after Generations. Yeah. I mean, I feel like they have this like switch that makes them go on and off. Like Sonic, they were like, say like classic Sonic, they were really good. Then after classic Sonic, they kind of just went all over the place a bit until Adventure. And then Adventure they were doing good, and then once Shadow the Hedgehog came out, they were just all over the place again. And then Sonic Unleashed came out, and they were doing really good. And then once it got to like after Generations, it's just gone a bit iffy again. And I don't know what consistency means. I feel like they tried to make things a bit more basic, like Mario in a way with the story and the characters, but I feel like it doesn't really work because ever since like even the classic games, the characters have like grown and built over time, like and the story and everything. Like the story's got bigger as the games went on, and now it's like I mean, they tried with this game, but they didn't. It kind of like, from colors, it kind of went really simple again. And, I mean, it's not like terrible that they did that, but it just feels a bit odd.
To feed false information to the brain, creating a new reality for you. Like a dream so real, if you bump yourself in it, your sleeping self will bruise? It's hard to believe. Eggman experimented with lots of prototypes, and then incorporated the final version into Infinite. I'm reading this data correctly, then there might be a weakness. This is huge! Let's get this information back to the others.
So what is the weakness? Because I've finished this game and I don't even remember what the weakness is. I just remember homing attacking Infinite a couple of times. Maybe it's putting the fake ruby in that core right near the end of the game. Spoilers. I can't remember.
Why would they bother making a fake out of something that already isn't real? Couldn't they just build more? Either way, it's getting wrecked. Let's go.
It's kind of nice seeing Shadow say, "Is that a fake?" Because for all he knows, he could be a fake. This weakness is the true power of friendship. It will show those creeps the real superpower of teamwork. But Infinite doesn't like the fact that you use the word weak.
Strange. I don't see him anywhere. Ooh, that was a close one. Good work, partner. Keep it up.
And we're going to take out the robot in a cutscene. The cinematic's pretty cool though.
It's lights out for you. We can't let these things keep rampaging around the city.
And now we're fighting Metal Sonic.
So this is thanks to the Phantom Ruby too, huh? Eggman's new invention.
He's gone really, really big because of the Phantom Ruby. They hand you like all of the red rings like right there. I missed 2 of them. It's kind of weird because they don't really do that in like any of the other stages. Then you just spam the homing attack, and yeah. I like to also spam the drill because it's essentially the boost, but you don't use up boost. I don't really remember this song all that much. The Drill Wisp is just so overpowered. I love it. The Drill Wisp actually overtook that. I don't really play this boss all that lot. I literally like got all the stuff for it and then that was it.
We join forces, the sky's the limit.
And that's that boss. And this boss actually has the same weakness that Infinite has, the true power of friendship. Yu-Gi-Oh! Would be so proud. How was that not an S rank?
Hey, that was great! We're like a well-oiled machine. Fighting a well-oiled machine.
Huh?
That was a nice cutscene. I felt like there should have been a bit more to it, but it was nice. I was actually planning to like stop at like stage 15 or 16 because it's halfway through the game. But I've honestly been kind of like enjoying playing some of these stages. So get a room.
Great work, Tails.
Based on these readings, the Phantom Ruby requires an incredible amount of energy, which only the Death Egg can provide. We simply stop the energy transfer, and boom! The Phantom Ruby is practically useless.
Simply? Last I checked, the Death Egg...
It's destroying the Death Egg that does it.
Well,
But they still use the Phantom Ruby after the Death Egg gets destroyed.
Came up with a plan. First, we distract Eggman. While he's not paying attention, we use the chemical plant computer to hack into the Death Egg's weapon systems and shut it down. With no weapons, destroying the Death Egg will be a piece of cake. No Death Egg means the Phantom Ruby is nearly useless.
Oh, nearly useless, okay.
You know, it's just crazy enough to work. So, first we need a distraction. I'm on it.
No way, Knuckles. You're too easily distracted. That's not a good trait for a distraction. Plus, you're our commander. We kinda need you here.
Amy should be the commander.
I would never expect it. It may even throw him off a little.
Good idea. You got your orders, rookie. We only have one more day before Eggman's plan.
That face.
So let's hustle.
There we go. Let's look, see. Let's go for this. Thank you, Alex. Alright, this might be the last stage I do. I think it kind of depends what the next stage is, in a way. I feel like if the next stage is the classic Sonic stage, then I won't want to play it.
It's a multi-legged battle net. The energy readings are off and sharp.
I really like this song as well. So yeah, we're back to Green Hill. But we've got like it's got a bit of a, like a mechanical vibe to it, like lots of machinery everywhere. And I mean, I feel like it's enough of a change, to be honest. Once I said earlier, I don't mind that we go back to the same zones and stuff. It's more so the level design I have issues with. I'm surprised the homing attack went that far. Oh, okay, I completely went right over that section that I didn't like. Because there's a section where I always fall into a bottomless pit. And I pretty much drilled right over it. And here it's pretty much a sidestepping bit. Just dodge all the stuff that this machine throws at you. And then we take it out with a quick time event. Oh, that was close. There we go. I really like this little cinematic here. It would have been nice, like, with the cinematics if they had them as, like, boss things instead. Like, if this was a boss, and then they had the cinematic for what was just there afterwards, instead of as part of a stage. I think that would have been nice. And unlocking loads of stuff. I feel like this is longer than the stage. There we go. Okay. That one little section was like the entirety of Green Hill. Network terminal. So I'm kind of wanting to play it, but let's got a look in the room here. What do I? Middle? No, not middle. Oh, it's headgear, isn't it? Let's look at the shoes first then. I was hoping for something a bit more red. How does that look? That looks really goofy. All the stuff looks really goofy though. That looks a bit bad, to be honest. It kind of looks like the Resistance logo. Let's do that. And is there like a belt of some sort? Yeah, there we go with that. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. And then is there any like we're keeping a draw. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it there for today, because I am really wanting to play this level. I really like the level, but we're not gonna have many levels to play next time. Maybe I could fit in like Team Shadow, not Team Shadow, episode Shadow next time as well. So yeah, gonna have another stream where I play the rest of the game. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and thank you all for tuning in. I didn't really mind playing through a lot of this. I know I did have a few complaints, but my original plan was to finish at stage 16, and I played an extra like 4 stages. So what I mean, I kind of don't mind this game. Anyway, I'll see you guys next stream, which will be Sonic Mania, and the winning character was Mighty, so we're going to be playing as Mighty in Mania mode. So stay tuned for that.